Hello, friends. This is Mary, and I'm coming to you today with this YouTube video to show you the assembly instructions for the Comfort and Joy workshop kit that you received from me, which includes a approximately 4x6 mini album and 5 cards that you can see right here. Now, when you got the kit, you would have noticed that you received a pre-made cover that's already been punched with the assembly rings on there, and a series of cards and card bases and envelopes that were in an order in your envelope when it came in the mail. So when you remove these from the envelope, I want you to be really careful because I put the pieces for each of the components either inside the card base or attached to the envelope. So just be really careful when you take it out. You also would have received 5 envelopes with the card components inside. And if you notice, each one of them is marked very lightly in the upper right-hand corner with a word to designate the card that we're going to be assembling. So you should be able to erase that very easily, but I put it on there so you would be sure to pick up the right one. There's 4 regular 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch cards and 1 slimline card. I think I'm going to record the assembly for the cards in a separate YouTube video so you can watch one or the other first, depending on which one you want to tackle first and then second. So this video right now is going to show you the assembly instructions for the actual mini album. So I'm going to move the cards to the side. And one thing I want to mention to you is that when I sent you the cutout for the actual mini album, you would have also gotten a 12 by 12 sheet of stickers. Now, these stickers, some of them are used in the album and some of them are used on the cards. So make sure to keep all of these nearby, as I'm going to be showing you where they're located on the sticker sheet as we assemble the album. So I think almost all the stickers are actually used. I think there might be a couple left that you can choose to use however you'd like, but I think most of them are used between the mini album and the cards themselves. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm actually going to leave the sticker over here to the left of the screen, and I'm going to follow along with the completed album, and so that you can see how it's finished at the same time that we're doing the actual construction. So take your first set off the top of your stack, and it should be a card, and folded inside you'll see a number of pages clipped together, and I want you to take the card base and the first set from your stack, okay? And we're actually going to be building this page right here. So what you should have, and by the way, these clips are amazing. When you use them to attach paper together, they don't leave any crease, and so that's a little bonus that you got in your kit. Enjoy. So I have my first set of materials right here. And as you'll notice, the white cardstock is cut so that you've got about 1/8 of an inch border all the way around your card base. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble that first and put that on the base. Some of these I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to figure out on your own, because many of you are experienced card and mini album makers, so this is going to be pretty easy for you, I think. So I either start at the top or the bottom when I'm doing my assembly. For this particular page, I just chose to start at the top, and this should fit exactly across the white cardstock that you just placed on your card base. Then I'm going to pick up the 1/4 inch strip that's a a plaid. And that's going to go directly underneath the first piece of cardstock that you laid in. And again, this should fit exactly on your 4-inch base. And then I'm going to put the silver glitter paper a little bit on top of that. I don't want the whole 1/4 inch to show because I'm trying to really vary the sizes on here, but you can choose to do it however you'd like. And then on the bottom of the white cardstock that we put on should go the 1/2 inch plaid. And above that is the silver glitter paper. You can choose to do it however you'd like. I'm going to cover that just a little bit. That is that. Now, next is this sticker right here. So it's just a little bit of a black, I think it's houndstooth, is that what that's called? And because you're sticking it over the area that's already got some dimension to it, I would recommend using something that will give you a little bit of space. So I'm actually using the thin 3D foam dots from Close to My Heart to do mine. And I'm just going to stick a little bit here on the top. I'm actually going to use 2 small ones. And there we go. And I'm going to place it, I don't know, it's about a 1/2 inch up. The houndstooth is kind of aligned with the silver glitter paper. And so I'm leaving that actually so that if I want to slip a picture underneath there, I can. If you're going to use this page to journal, you can go ahead and stick the whole sticker down. But that's going to be the front of this. We're going to do all of the punching and assembly after. So I want to just get through the actual card and envelope assembly first. So turn. So on the inside of your card base now, you're going to use your next 2 elements, and I'm going to just flip this up to show you. This is a flip flap right here. So the first thing you're going to do once you remove your clip is use your whatever adhesive you're using to tape or glue the green background paper down, and you leave about 1/8 inch all the way around. Then I'm going to prepare my flip flap. Move these back out of the way. And to do that, so this will be the front of the flip flap, and then when I turn it up, I want to make sure that the photo mat is reading in the right direction. Now, if you don't want to use this for a photo, you can use just a plain piece of cardstock, whatever you'd like to write on, and replace the photo mat with that. And the size of this is 3x4, if you decide that's what you want to do. So then I'm going to remove the flip flap adhesive. And the way that I like to do these when they're going to cover another photo mat is I like to place the photo mat so it's directly underneath what's in the flip flap. And then when I put it down on my page, it should line up exactly as I want. And I'm going about 1/2 inch in. And this is pretty much centered on the green page. And then I'm going to stick the photo mat down, lift it up, and now you've got that page. Now here, on this one, I used a star sticker. This one is right here on your sticker sheet. Because this has a photo underneath it, I would definitely either use some baby powder or baking soda or something to remove the stick off of part of this snowflake, or actually leave the paper behind it when you stick it down on your page, or use your clip and just clip it on here so that when you do put your photo on, then you can stick the snowflake on later. But that's the sticker that I used right here. Then we're going to do the right-hand page, and it's going to be the same process here. I'm going to stick the green paper down first. And, you know, if you prefer this color, on this page. All of the papers are double-sided, so certainly you can choose to make that, you can make that decision if you'd like, if you prefer that to the green. This is actually an avocado color. So that goes on first. Now in this case, I did use this side of the PML Picture My Life card, and I gave you a couple of strips here that are 3 inches wide. I used these to put on the top and the bottom of the Picture My Life card, just to add a little bit more interest and to bring that green color in to this page. And so I did that here on there. Now it looks to me like when I trimmed these, they're not exactly in line. So if you happen to have that situation, just turn it over and take your scissors and trim that little edge off to make them flush to the card size. Now I've got my flip flap again and my two, I'm going to flip this up to make sure it's the right way, my two photo mats. And I'm going to slip that in here. Take this off. And put this under here. And stick it down. And there you go with this one.